Bruce Lee's martial arts journey began with a deep respect for tradition, but his pioneering mindset drove him beyond the confines of established techniques. He recognized that no single martial art held all the answers to the complexities of real-world combat. This insight became the cornerstone of his revolutionary approach to martial arts, where he blended and adapted techniques from multiple disciplines, shaping a philosophy and fighting system that prioritized adaptability, efficiency, and practicality. This evolution ultimately gave birth to Jeet Kune Do, which was not just a martial art, but a fluid and dynamic way of thinking about combat. Lee's early training was grounded in Wing Chun, a traditional Chinese martial art emphasizing close quarters, combat, and rapid strikes. However, as he gained more experience, he found limitations in focusing on just one style. He felt that being restricted to a particular set of moves or a rigid structure could be detrimental in unpredictable situations. This realization led him to study other martial arts forms, such as Western boxing, fencing, judo, and karate. By learning from these various traditions, Lee could extract what worked best for him, discarding what didn't suit his philosophy of combat. One of Bruce Lee's major breakthroughs was his emphasis on fluidity. Unlike traditional styles, which often relied on preset forms or katas, Lee advocated for an approach where the practitioner could adapt to the opponent's movements in real time. This idea was drawn from the philosophy of being like water, a concept that Lee often spoke about, symbolizing flexibility, adaptability, and the ability to take on any shape or form necessary in combat. This allowed fighters to flow between techniques without being confined to a particular system. In his quest to integrate different martial arts styles, Bruce Lee was heavily influenced by Western boxing. He admired its emphasis on footwork, timing, and the simplicity of the jab-cross combination. Boxing's emphasis on directness resonated with Lee's philosophy of simple, direct, and effective techniques. He also saw value in fencing, particularly its stance and the idea of controlling distance. Lee adapted fencing's forward and backward movement, allowing him to cover ground quickly and efficiently during combat. From grappling arts like judo and wrestling, Bruce Lee learned about balance, leverage, and throws. He understood that fights often ended up in grappling scenarios, and knowledge of these techniques would allow a martial artist to stay effective regardless of whether they were standing or on the ground. This was a forward-thinking concept at the time, predating the mixed martial arts MMA revolution by decades. What made Bruce Lee's integration of martial arts styles truly unique was his ability to see beyond the stylistic boundaries that limited many practitioners of his time. Lee's approach was pragmatic. He didn't care about the labels attached